Hi, I'm Emily and I'm 15. I have blonde hair, green eyes, and I love spending time with my friends and family and having fun. Do you take stuff for granted? I know I do. What do you take for granted, I wonder? I know I know something that everyone watching this is taking for granted right now. You take little things for granted, but these little things can be incredibly challenging for someone else. Someone like me. When I was 9, I was your regular happy kid. Happy and healthy. I had just moved schools due to some bullying and my learning needs. But when I was 10, I had my first panic attack. I remember it distinctly. My hands were sweating, my speech was stuttered, my chest felt tight. I felt like someone was forcing a pillow down my throat. I couldn't breathe. Of course, when you can't breathe, you panic. I ended up at the school office somehow with a cup of water in the sick bucket. I brushed it off. Thought it was a one-time thing. At age 11, I found out my anxiety can present itself in many different ways. Depressive feelings that I can't shake off, muscle cramps, chronic fatigue and headaches, dizzy spells and severe nausea. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I felt broken. When I was 13, I was finally given a name for my problems. But not the one I wanted. Autism. I felt empty. I felt like a bomb that wouldn't work, but nothing could top the list like how shitty I felt about myself. Adapting to life with autism spectrum disorder was challenging, to say the least. I adapted well to life at high school, but after the highs would come the lows. I felt like a prisoner in my own mind. My school also merged with a nearby school, and with the whole building crammed full of pupils, my anxiety simply swallowed me. My breathing would get irregular, I couldn't see or hear anything, my body caved into a sense of dread. But then I would wake up and see that everyone was staring at me because I was the one girl who couldn't keep her mind in shape. It got to the point where having 2 or 3 panic attacks in a day were my normal. Having to stand outside a classroom trying to remind myself how to breathe, or sitting in a room with an adult and some water until I could face going back into the school environment. Not having any control over my mind and emotions made me feel powerless, hopeless, and like I had to make up for this part of me that was broken. I had no friends, no one to talk to confide in, no one to tell, and no one who could help. I didn't know that I could have the capacity in my heart to hate something so much. I hate my anxiety. It makes small things a huge struggle for my friends as well as myself. Some of my friends have never seen anyone else cry, but they've had me in their arms on the floor, sobbing that I can't breathe. But the most amazing thing is that they stayed there, holding me, soothing me, and comforting me. I hate how my anxiety makes me feel weak, difficult, pointless, worthless. I remember thinking at 2 o'clock in the morning, while I was sitting up, awake. I remember thinking, what's wrong with me? Why am I not okay with life? I got an answer. A new teacher at my school came and took me on. She took me on despite all my issues, my autism, my anxiety, my constant panic attacks, my chronic lying. She told me that I was okay. It was okay to feel like this. Millions of people around the world daily feel like this. She made me feel so grateful to have such understanding family and such understanding friends. She helped me gain some control over myself. It wasn't easy and I was bloody minded at certain times, to be honest, but she made me feel human. I felt like me. Now I understand that I'm in control. I still have all those issues that I've had before. Autism spectrum disorder, lying and anxiety, that's all still here. But now I know how to cope with it. It's no longer my anxiety and me. I'm me. No one special. I'm just me.